Hello everybody, welcome to another installment of Dark Stitches, and today we're going to work on something that kind of affects us all today. We're going to make a mask. So I've made my own pattern here, and I'm going to kind of walk through the steps on how I achieved this. What you want to do is measure your face from your nose to under your chin. Now on me, that comes to about 6 inches. So I took that number and I added a little bit for salvages to sew it. And now I have 7.5 inches this way. Now, take a measurement from here to the ear. And then you're going to add about 1.5 inches to that for turnover to hoop your elastic. And then 1/2 inch for your seam allowance in the front. So my 5 inches has now turned into 7. So now I have this pattern. It's straight at the bottom, and then there's a curve on the top. I'm going to try to figure out a link to send this pattern to y'all. Okay. Now I've got a little piece of fabric here. It's 2 layers thick. Most masks should be 4 layers, although most of the masks I'm seeing on people these days are about 1. Okay, now I'm going to pin my pattern piece to it, and then we're going to sew it together. I put a notch at the top of this just to let me know what's the top and what's the bottom. Alright, I think I got enough room here to get one more. Yes. Alright. I've got lots of little pieces like this. Now we're going to take it to the machine and sew them together. Alright, so we've got our pieces. Now we're going to put them right sides together. And sew just 2 layers together. Same with the other side. Now, if we were making this mask 4 layers thick, I would have 2 pieces of fabric, right? 4 pieces of fabric I'm sewing together, but I'm just going to make this one 2 layers thick. Okay, so we've got our center seam. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quilt this down, top stitch it down. Got a little bit of a curve going on here, so I'm going to put a little clip right there so it lays down good. Could be good. Alright. I'm holding this down, and I'm making sure that all of my seam is pushed to one side. And I'm stitching that seam down to that side. Okay, push my seam over, pull it taut. And because I made that little clip, that went so smooth under my machine. Alright, I'm going to cut this apart now. Okay, this is where that little notch comes in really handy because it's easier to tell what's the top at this point. And then we're going to join our top. Again, wrong sides together. I'm going to sew across the top. Alright, so I've left these ends open on each edge, and we're going to use that to turn it right side out. And I'll pull it at where all four of my seams meet. That's nice and smoothed out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to top stitch down here. Don't worry about that raw edge. We're going to turn it over. Alright, so now I'm at the top where I've got that curved edge. So I want to pay attention to that. And there we have our basic mask shape. Okay. So when the pandemic first started and there wasn't enough PPE to go around, and a lot of people were making their own masks, elastic got very short. Now you can use elastic. It's easy to find again. I would recommend something about 1/4 inch in width. It'll be easier on your ears. You don't have something digging in there. Something I did use a lot during the pandemic when I couldn't find elastic were ponytail holders. And I would sew it with the little metal piece inside the mask. But we're going to use this because I just want it more comfortable on my ears. This is going to be a personal mask for me. So I am going to sew it in a loop. Cut 2 same length pieces of elastic. I'll fold this over once by 1 inch at least. And then again. Sew this together first. I don't want my elastic to come apart on me, so I'm going to sew over this a few times. I'm making basically a little triangle shape over it. Bunch of stitches, not coming apart. Alright, so now we're going to feed this into here. Fold it over once, fold it over twice. Don't just sew this part once. That seam right there is going to take the most stress on the mask because that's where it's pulling right there. Okay, so now you see we got our little seam and the elastic loop. Same thing with the other elastic piece. I'm going to sew it together. Triangle. Check it, make sure it's not going to come apart. 1 inch and 1 inch. Be sure you're folding it over on the same side as you fold it over on the other side. Voila! we have a mask. Now I can go out in public and I can look cute and spooky chic. Alright. Quick and easy. You can make yourself a mask and you can use cute little patterns. Do your style. Coincide with the holidays. Don't coincide with the holidays. It's January and I'm going to sport this like it's Halloween. Alright, so that's it for today's video, you guys. Keep liking and subscribing. We'd love to have you with us. We can't wait to show you some more. I've got so much knowledge in this head with sewing. I've been sewing my whole life. I was a crazy kid, made her own clothes. You know, I've got a video planned soon how to make some clothing out of cute pajama pants. Won't that be fun? Anyway, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And keep sewing.